And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 22, Wilson. And Thomas has it. Oh, he gets free left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Again, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Now Wilson on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now Jones on first down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Jackson now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Azeez Ojulari.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are... and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Wilson.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Jones. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, Barkley.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We have played three quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On third down, Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Saquon Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looking to throw. Jones Escaping the pressure right. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Jones throwing for it. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking again for Thomas, this time complete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more.